Okay, you guys, so as you can tell by the title of this video, a little topic I want to discuss here that has been floating around in the community for the last few days now since the Thrust and Sunstreaker Earthrise reissues have gone up at Target, and it's the whole reissue thing. There are a couple different reasons that I want to discuss here as to why Hasbro is doing this, and why people aren't okay with it, and why people like myself are okay with it in some circumstances. In this case here with Sunstreaker and Thrust, especially with that Sunstreaker, so we already know there's going to be a Studio Series 86 Sunstreaker coming, and he was supposed to be in Wave 1 originally of 2026 Studio Series, from what we know with the leaks. I don't know if he still is. It seems like he might be pushed back to Wave 2 or Wave 3 in favor of Hasbro wanting to get this reissue out before they do the new figure, which is really weird. I do not like that. They're taking advantage of fans. They're thinking we're stupid and we don't know that there's a new one coming, when clearly we do. So I just don't understand why Hasbro is just clearly taking advantage of it. And people are just okay with it, man. Like, obviously there's people out there complaining about it like me, but people are just alright with it. It's like, oh yeah, Hasbro, just do your thing, go get your money. Which I get it, it's a corporation, and they gotta be able to make profit and pay their workers somehow. But at the same time, they could reissue other characters. Or freaking Runabout needs a reissue. So many other characters the last few years need reissues other than the one that is going to be getting a brand new figure during the 86 subline in just the next few months. It makes no sense to me. And with Thrust, he's probably getting a new figure on that Seeker body mold within the next year to 2 or 3 years tops. Like, they're seemingly wanting to fast track the G1 Seekers, because we're already getting the main trio of Skywarp, Starscream, and Thundercracker complete next year. So you best believe those cone heads are not too far behind. And, you know, in terms of the reissues as a whole the last couple years, you know, Armada Optimus, Legacy Beachcomber, the recent Walmart exclusive Runamuck, stuff like that, where we don't know, or we don't think there's going to be a new version of the character coming out soon, and we know for a fact there's not going to be a new version of a character coming out soon. Those are reissues that are really, really needed, and I am extremely on board for. Because look at it this way. Transformers, there's new collectors coming into this franchise every week. Literally. So you take that into account, figures from a year ago, two years ago, 5-6 years ago, some of those get up in value for whatever reason. There's low stock, people were really interested in the character, whatever the reason could be with that specific release. It happens every year with, you know, one figure or a couple figures every toy line. That's just how it is, that's how it goes. There's really no stopping it. But, you know, when you're a new collector, you want to get into that stuff. You want those harder to find figures, whether it's just something you want for your collection or if you happen to like the character. You know, that's how people are. I'm like it. I'm like that. You're like that. We all are. So these reissues make sense in that way. And plus, they're wanting to get ahead of the aftermarket and the hype that this mold and this character is getting. If I was the creator of, take these toys as art pieces. If I was the creator of an art piece and I saw it was, you know, selling for $1 million, stuff that I made similar online, I would want to make that again, you know, just as something to compare. It makes sense for Hasbro to do that. I'd want to reissue a toy that I made if I saw it was, you know, selling for crazy prices, because that is hype on your product. That's more money you could be making that you're missing out on when you're not reissuing a hard-to-find character. So it makes sense for Hasbro's perspective. It makes sense from a consumer and collector's perspective, and it makes us a lot more happier. You know, you butter up your customers, you're able to do crappy stuff here and there, and it's more excusable, stuff like that, you know. And yeah, I mean, now for a reason people oppose Hasbro doing reissues of characters. Their reasoning is, or one of the reasonings is, if you're an old-time collector, you've been around the block, you have these figures, you're trying to accrue value, keeping them in box, keeping them in great condition, whatever the case may be, you get pissed at Hasbro for reissuing it, and your value of whatever figure you're holding onto to resell one day goes straight down the toilet. I mean, kind of, sure, but a lot of these reissues, yeah, they go down in value for a little bit, let's say 6 months to a year, but once that stock runs dry of those reissues that Hasbro did, it's going to shoot right back up. Look at freaking Legacy Armada Commander Class Optimus. He got a reissue last year, and once that stock dried up, he slowly but surely creeped back up to the old aftermarket value, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's at right now, around what, $150, $200 if you want one sealed at this point. So yeah, I mean, it's really not something that affects aftermarket prices too much. It's just Hasbro wanting to get a piece of the pie and get a piece of that hype where they could make some extra money off of old molds and doing reissues. We're seeing it every year now, and it's a genius idea for both sides. So I don't really see the complaining and the hate some people throw towards reissues. I do think certain instances it is a bit annoying and a bit scummy, like the upcoming Sunstreaker. They should have just dropped the 86 one and did a reissue that would be more important of a character that's not getting a new figure literally 6 freaking months later, like Runabout. But yeah, guys, that's basically all I wanted to talk about in this video. Let me know down in the comments below, how do y'all feel about Hasbro doing reissues of harder to get Transformers on the aftermarket the last couple years? And yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye.